Welcome. How are we? Hope you're good. I know it's Monday, it's the start of the week. Hope your weekend's been fine. As we've already said on the start of the chat, can't spell tonight. Am is a difficult word to spell. So it's only going to get more confusing as the show goes on tonight, I'm afraid. But yeah, hope everyone's good. Welcome in Offshore Wasted. Nice to see you. How is things getting on? Rougeau's in as well. The Arsenal in on 16 months in the Prime. Very, very happy about that. Thank you, the Arsenal. Appreciate the support. Umbilicus is here. Musterman, of course, is in. The Blues is in. Just picking up a new puppy. Fantastic. Awesome. Love that, to be honest. Dan's here as well. Welcome, one and all. Ian's in as well. Of course, loads of other people just chilling in the background. And hello to YouTube friends as well. Hope you're all having a wonderful Monday evening. Shall we check on Crete, shall we? Even Tristan, evening A15. Let's have a little nosy, shall we? Because from what I remember the other day, it's not bad. Welcome, one and all. And this is where we are then. 3 games in to, what is it, season 19 now. And OFI are 2 points off the title. Triple P, welcome in. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're good. 3 points off the title, but it's not all smiles and roses, is it? Played 3, won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. Lost to Illupoli again, like one of the worst teams in the league, and we lost them again. Hammered 4-2 on the opening day of the season, then drew 0-0 with AEK, but then hammered Panathinaikos 3-0. So a strange start to the season, I think you'll agree. I mean, obviously we could just rip things up, throw everything in the bin, start again. That could probably be the most logical way of doing things, but this is how we did it instead. So Tomic opened the scoring for us. Lulu Buster in on 10 months. Appreciate you, Lulu Buster. Hope you're well, my friend. Basti with a cross. Muhammad Ali with a header. 10 minutes from time. That gave us the points for definite. And then Samuel down the line pulls it back. And it's Vice who tucks home for the third. So Tomic, Ali and Vice 3-0 against Panathinaikos. Olympiakos next. Atramitos, Panzerakis, Nicky Valou. Then the transfer deadline closes, and it's Larissa Pauk Pantelikos. In terms of more players coming in, we could still do with a striker. We've got £2.5 million in the bank. We have had some conversations with some strikers who are very, very expensive. Maybe the board would allow us to have those strikers if we definitely thought they were the right striker to go for. But I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. I don't really know where we are and what we're going to do. What is the right striker? What kind of striker do we want? Do we want a big, powerful striker? Probably. Do we want a poacher? Maybe. What is it? I think we need to decide that fully before we pull the trigger on a big signing. But I do think that's what we need to do. I think we do need to invest in that striking role. Mansouri's fine, but I don't think he's going to get us the goals that we need, to be honest. And he's probably more of a second striker, possibly even a sort of a playmaker just behind. So maybe we're playing him in the wrong position, potentially. Luffy, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. We have, of course, got some shortlists going on, players that have been scouted in the chat by subscribers, which, of course, is a great thing. If you do subscribe, then you get the chance to go and have a little look for some players before everyone else does. You get the database to play around with. A goal-scoring striker would be a bonus, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? It would be incredible. Also, as well, if it wasn't for the fact that we were trying to sign Hargensen again, that would be awesome again, because not everyone's convinced about that. Myself as well, to be honest. He has come in on trial, but yeah, I'm not convinced he's the right guy. I'm not. I know that we've got him in, but I don't think he's the one. Reto Hodler, we had a look at. He's not too bad. £2.5 million release clause. Although we're not in the Champions League anymore, so maybe that might not work potentially. But he can strike a ball well. He's fast. He's got good finishing. His composure's okay. His decision making's decent. Off the ball's good. His work rate's not very good though, so that's maybe not great for us. David Puente is a wide player. Yeah, it just seems to be that maybe we've not hit the right. Oh, I was about to say maybe we've not found the right strikers, but Kotraba free, possibly out of contract. Finishing's only 12. Composure's 13. Decisions is 13. Anticipation's 15. That's good. Jumping reach is good. Work rate's fine. Likes big matches. Not very expensive. Scores some goals. Maybe. I still feel that if he's the guy, then there still needs to be another guy as well. Barhich we looked at. He's 6'5", but this fickle personality I'm not 100% convinced about. Left-footed, good for finishing, good decision making, good off the ball, good passing, good technique. He looks the part, but that fickle personality is putting me off a little bit. Jean Urate, we know a lot about. He scores a lot of goals. He wants a lot of money. But he would be the one. He would be the one. I think he wanted something stupid like 80 grand. And we had a bid accepted of £10 million. I wonder if they'd accept a little bit less as we get closer to transfer deadline. And then we question whether or not we just pay the cash on his wages. 16 goals and 35 for Asteras. Only 5 in the league though. 8 in continental competitions. Then he went to Monaco. He's not played. So there could be the potential to maybe look somewhere. Let's see if we can get him on loan maybe. What's the odds if you stump up on him, he immediately gets injured? Incredibly high. Almost, I would say almost a given. I think that would be the thing. Like if it happens and we get him in and we pay big money, then 100% he's getting injured early doors. Like we've all seen this film before. We know exactly how it works, right? So it wouldn't come as a surprise to anybody if that happened. So yeah, there we go. We'll see where we go. Reggae Boy Gaming in on YouTube. Wagwan, he says. Wagwan, Reggae Boy. Hope you're good. Nice to see you, my friend. How's life treating you? Hope everything is well. Welcome into the stream. What's happening in the world? Who are you managing in your saves at the minute? If you're on YouTube, by the way, make sure you drop a like on it and hit subscribe on that channel as well. And if you're here on Twitch for the first time as well, feel free to follow. You're more than welcome to. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Doing this Build Nation, and of course we've got the FM show podcast as well every single Thursday, Wednesday if you're on Patreon. So you can check that out. You can join Discords as well. We'll do all the plugs early doors. We've already said hello to Musterman in the chat. If you're not following Musterman, then well, what do? Do you like seeing attributes on players? What's the point? I had to make an apology actually on this week's podcast record. It comes out this week. I had to make an apology about the whole attribute thing. Turns out lots of people got really angry when I said that SI should get rid of them, and they didn't really listen to the full argument. They just sort of went, well, you know what, let's just get angry at this, which is fine. I understand, get angry at stuff. You need to get angry at stuff, but you also need to listen to the full argument and the full rationale. And there was a rationale as well. So I've So instead, what I've done is I've sort of taken my stance of attributes, because I still think that you could take attributes out and have it as a kind of like a difficulty level, and I think maybe that's something that needs to be done. Obviously, it's tricky when you're streaming because people like to see what the players look like, which makes sense because, if you don't play the game with attributes off, then when you're presenting it to people, they can't necessarily get the buy-in on certain players because they don't see what you see, sort of thing. So I get that. What was the rationale? Because at first glance it sounds like witchcraft. The rationale was basically that, look, I understand that not everybody wants, attributes to be taken off. My thinking was that it would make sense because in real world, you wouldn't see attributes, you wouldn't know about this sort of stuff. Like when you turned up on day one, you wouldn't know everything about the squad. You'd have to learn it, you'd have to talk to your coaches, your staff, and then get the information and build your own picture that way. And that's not the way it is in FM. It's very much a case of you turn up and you know everything straight away. And often, you also know about all the other clubs as well. You can limit that a little bit with attribute masking, but again, not a lot, really. You can turn attributes off, you can colour it out, all that sort of stuff. I get that. You can do it. But I just feel as though it should be something you could maybe explore a little bit more and have it as a difficulty level almost. So I looked into it, and this week's episode I've sort of like said, look, a lot of people have got upset, fine, whatever, we'll move on. And what we did was, to move on, we discussed other things that we would consider taking out of the game. So we've moved on from attributes and figured that there's other stuff we could just take out instead, because things are coming out, and SI was saying if we had our time again, what would we do differently? So we presented some things about, well, what would be done differently if the game was to be done again. I'd like to see an actual in real scout report. I'm sure that they must exist online, surely, Triple P. Like, there's a lot of stuff going around now. Like, a lot of the Twitter feeds of scouts are very similar to the high level stuff. And then I'm sure if you ask, there's definitely scout reports available to see. Because Aaron was saying that the thing with the portal that we've seen advertised on the screenshots from SI looks very similar to what he sees as scout reports. So it's like, I wonder whether we're moving towards that real life view possibly about how football looks now, and it's not laptops, it's more mobile phones and iPads and tablets. Bring back Blackberries. I don't know, maybe, possibly. This is our Europa League fixture list, by the way, because of course we've got knocked out of the Champions League in the qualifiers. Fenerbahce, Partizan, Eintracht Frankfurt, Rangers, Monaco, Legia Warsaw, Feyenoord, Copenhagen. That is not an easy group, but there's some fun fixtures there, right? There is some fun fixtures. We've battered Rangers before. We have, who else have we played already? Feyenoord we played before. I think we played Copenhagen before. Maybe Legia Warsaw before. 8 wins minimum, no excuses, said Slightly Burnt Effigy. I feel that. Musterman says, out of the frying pan with that group. There's some tough ones. There is some tough ones. The Arsenal, we keep player weights. 100% would. 100% would. But what I'd take off is player towns of birth. Get rid of that. Doesn't really help, does it? We like it hard round here. That's what she said. Yeah, there's some tough matches there, but maybe I've got to forget. Well, actually, I've just had my Larissa head on for a second. I was like, got to remember we're a good side. And I forgot, we've changed clubs, haven't we? Like, we are a good side, but we're not a European good side that we were before. So let's just see what happens. I'm sure we have enough about us. I'm sure we do. We must do. We're OFI Crete, for God's sake. No, we don't get into this these situations without being quite good, do we? How's the transfer window been? Transfer window's been fine. We've brought loads of players in. We've basically reshaped the squad. And I don't think we've spent very much, although it does seem to suggest we've spent 18 million quid, which I'm confused by. And Dodge, I guess, is expensive. Auk might work out quite expensive, and Theodolides. But everyone else has kind of come in cheap, you know. Malice and Briannis were already agreed from last year, so that came out of like last year's budget, technically. But a few, lots of free transfers, and we lost loads of players on a free. That was the problem. Loads of players out of contract. So we've tried to sort of like reshape the squad, and that's what we've done. That's what we've done. We finished third last year, which was brilliant. Like, we weren't expecting to finish third at all. So getting to that point, which then of course meant that we were in the Champions League qualifiers, is great for the bank balance. Really great for the bank balance, and for the European coefficients as well, because we're now another team up in there, in that sort of top six. You know, it looks like we're going to pass FFP still. We can make a loss of £4 million. We're making a profit of 30 million, so that's good. So we do still have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to the financial side of things. We do need to bring in a lot of scouts. We've only got 2 scouts, they're not very good, so we should maybe add as many scouts as we possibly can who've got judging player attributes over 5. So there you go. So Blas Ortega can come in. Continue the advert, I think. Past FFP, see how easy that was. Kaufman City, yeah. Oh, I mean, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've not even had to fake our finances or anything. You need to keep player talent berth in for resurrecting the Yorkshire Challenge. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That would definitely add an element of difficulty if you can't actually pick out where the city was. So that is going to change some things there. Let's put Zernik on the bench. Karaka. Auk has started. I'm tempted to start with the same side that beat Panathinaikos. I mean, they've won 3-0. They deserve their opportunity, right? They definitely do. And also Samuel. Bernardino. Should we try Bernardino up front? Advance forward. We might change Bernardino and we might try and put him up front in this match. If we have to, then we'll put Samuel out wide, because he looked pretty handy in the last match. Unless we ask RDF, in which case Yorkshire can include the capital of the Caribbean islands. Yeah, he's not one for geography, is he, Aaron? To be honest. So, yeah. Geography's not his strong point. It's a good job he's good at tactics, isn't it? You know, he knows his way around a tactics board. A map, not so much. But yeah, as I say, so this week's episode of the FM show comes out Wednesday. Me, Aaron, and Sai. And then this week we're recording next week's show with Mr. Diz. Do you remember Mr. Diz? Mr. Diz is coming back, so he's on the show this week, which is going to be very, very, sorry, on the show next week, I should say, sorry. So that's going to be cool. And then we've got the week after's episode as well, already lined up. And then we think we got the week after. So yeah, we got a couple of weeks lined up. Guri, lovely backheel, Tomic. A good save. Speaking of back heels, who saw Chris Riggs against Middlesbrough, by the way? Nobody is the answer. Nobody. Don't go looking at Chris Rigg. all football clubs need to keep their eyes away from him. He's dreadful. He drinks. He's a racist. I don't know. He's got loads of problems. Don't go looking at him. Just let him stay at Sunderland. It's probably for the best. He looks a talent. That boy. Triple P dropped a link in the general football with regards to scout reports. Oh, that's pretty cool. Appreciate that. There we go. We can have a little look nosy at some proper scout reports. That's pretty cool. Hold it back down. Oof. Rig safe for a while. Tyler Dibling's taking up the teenage hype at the moment. Good. Away you go then. Talk about all this Tyler nonsense. Definitely worth investing in him. Everybody, nothing to see with Chris Rigg at all. Nothing. Dongo should have scored. Good save by the keeper. But yes, how are you, Muster Man? Hope you're good, my friend. Musterman currently enjoying the John Duran love-a-thon. And Dongo off the post. We're taking the game to Olympiacos here, aren't we? 6 chances, 3 on target. They've only had 2. I love the thing I love with John Duran is the and you will know the story, Musterman, because obviously being a Villa fan, you will know. Some people who maybe aren't Villa fans probably don't know, but by all accounts, the Villa scouts went to watch a goalkeeper in an MLS game, and in that match they saw John Duran and they went, let's sign him instead. Because he's much better than the goalkeeper that we've come to have a look at, and he looks handy, doesn't he? Oh, Muhammad Ali near post header. We said last year our set pieces weren't particularly good. I think the delivery's much better. Tomic onto Ali's head, back to back. Muhammad Ali, handy, isn't it? He knows his way around the squared circle. Great save by Schreber. Much better than an Anthony Joshua, let's face it, who did his best impression of me in a boxing ring over the weekend. Or did what all boxers do and made a lot of money just by falling over when the money men said he had to. I don't watch boxing. You know that. You know I don't watch it. But I saw the highlights, and I saw Liam, and yeah. I thought Liam did fine, but then 3 songs just sounded a little bit too long, and I was just like, oh dear. But then again, this is why we go through pre-season, right? Dongo, good cross, Bernardino at the back post. He did a brilliant break dancing. Yeah, like he was knocked the fuck out, wasn't he? Like, that's not even a knockout, that is a knock the fuck out. Yeah, as I say, I don't know a lot about boxing. I certainly don't know much about this Dubois guy. But what I do know is Anthony Joshua is he's probably still got a sore head today. Looking around on the floor like, for anyone see my jaw anywhere? And the punch itself looked a bit strange. It didn't look like a proper like take you down punch, but I guess sometimes they don't have to, do they? It's just like the way that it catches you is the way it works. That's out of the box. That's not a penalty. Bassey's free kick. Floats to the back post, headed away. And Dongo. Bernardino off the post. And Dongo doesn't press it. We're looking very... Don't say it too loudly. But we have taken the game to Olympiacos. Away from home as well. We could still be on for a 2-2 draw, possibly even a 4-2 defeat if we play our cards right. I wasn't a fan of. I thought it wasn't that big of a punch, but it knocked AJ out. Yeah, there's loads though that do that, isn't it? I think McGregor against Aldo was like that one. He came forward, he sort of catches him just at the top. That's a great free kick, by the way. They can't all be. They can't all be Sean O'Malley punching and leaving people like sort of just dead, essentially. Or even, to be fair, even Matt Riddle in the Ultimate Fighter knocked a dude out that much that he was busy wailing on the floor. And I mean, let's be honest, that we don't particularly want to be promoting Matt Riddle, but yeah, he knocked the fuck that guy out. Like, well, yeah, there's some of them. I guess sometimes, yeah, I guess if you just catch them right, then it's like that's them done for, innit? Trying to work out what to do now. We're 2-1 up. I don't want to encourage. I don't want to praise. Bassey's on a 6-8. We've got another corner to defend. Right, who's on the yellow card? Gory's on the yellow. Auk's on a 6-4, so let's change him for Zernik. Malice for Gory. I guess Gonzalez is going to have to come off as well, isn't he, really? There's the leaders. Let's play him as a DLF. Only 5 rounds. Was that all? That's not much. That's not much at all, is it? Bassey crossed it, nodded away. There's a leaders. Picks it up, cuts it low. Ali just over the top. I guess with these like exhibition, but like these sort of like showcase fights now, they try to make them go as close to the distance as they can, don't they? They're never over and done with in a short time. So I guess 5 rounds is pretty short for this kind of bout. Not like, again, like I watch more UFC than I watch MMA than I watch boxing. So even the MMA championship bouts, like you're starting to see a few more go the distance than first and second rounds finishes. But I guess with MMA, you never quite know what's happening. Like, you could be, a fight could be over in 30 seconds, a fight could be over on a decision. So it's like, yeah, there's no sort of rhyme or reason to it. Whereas with boxing, it feels a little bit more like, yeah, this is either going to be like it just depends upon when they've been told it's the final results happening. Grandin nodded away by Zernik. Yeah, I just feel as though I'd say what it is, Dan, is I feel a little bit like, because I've seen everything you can do in UFC, boxing then just looks a little bit rubbish. And maybe some people would have that same argument with how FM's going in the future, going like, well, look, we've got all these, FM24, for example, say it's got weights, it's got international football, it's got draft mode, it's got versus mode, that's MMA. Whereas next year, FM25 could be boxing. You know, you can't do jiu-jitsu, you can't do kicks, you can't. There's no, you know, kickboxing. There's no Thai element to it. There's no wrestling. So it's just literally punching. And when you've just got one thing, it's a bit boring. I'm not 100% sure that tame is the right word, but I get what you mean. Yeah, I still wouldn't fancy getting in the ring to box, but there's still part of me would rather get in the ring in the octagon. Let's have a little go in this cage, shall we? No, Tony, don't. Don't even consider that. Fewer sides. Everyone knows that 8 sides is better than 4. Yeah, exactly. It's far more complicated to fight in an 8-sided ring than a 4-sided ring. A 4-sided ring is a square. Everyone knows that. It's not even a ring. But that's how daft boxers are. Do you know what I mean? They haven't even worked it out. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that we've just beaten Olympiacos away. Olympiacos away, absolute piece of piss. Iopoli, on the other hand, yeah. Atramitos now, they tend to be fairly easy. But she'd apologise for hurting them. Well, me personally, I would apologise, yeah. But like, terribly sorry. Didn't mean to choke you out there. But, you know, you didn't tap. It's your own fault. You didn't tap. Jules Undoa, he does look like a good player, this fella. But I don't think we need another attacking midfielder. I mean, we do. We need a lot of attacking midfielders, but at this moment in time, maybe not. Well, he's available on loan, though. Sipos is a Serbian, 6'4". He's now available for loan. We don't need to keep bringing more players in. Strikers is what we need. We need a striker. 2 guys walks in, 1 guy walks out. Later on, Tony wakes up and walks out. Yeah. What's happened there is that I've knocked someone out and gone for a sleep. Yeah, that's probably what's happened there, I'd imagine. Right, we thought this was going to happen, didn't we? And Southampton, who are the current Premier League champions, by the way, want to sign Carlo Tomic. And he's been very good for us. 1.3 million pounds. I mean, we need something like 10 million for him, really, don't we? Let's not beat around the bush. We need a lot of money for him. So let's crunch it up. Because I don't want to say yes. I want to find out just how much they'll pay. He will go. But it won't be for £2 million, put it that way. £6.5 million. Is that what we're going to agree? It's a bit more, innit? It's a little bit more. And then look at that. So we've blocked Southampton's £1 million offer, and then Dinamo and Hajduk have come in with £1 million. No, it's not happening. You're not going there, right? Okay, don't be silly. Oh dear, now it's time to do the European registration. We haven't brought any more Greek players in though, so everyone's still going to be angry. Two guys walks in, Tony knocks the other guy out cold, goes for a nap, wakes up, the other guy's still sleeping, Tony leaves a note, sorry mate, I'll get us a hooch next time you text. Yeah, I'll take that. That works for me. That works for me. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of players now getting really, really unhappy that we're leaving them out of the European leagues, the European competition again. But it's fine. It's fine. Still no nudge on Urate. 8.5 mil. Juninho wants to leave. I don't want to have to sell all the players that haven't made the European squad as well, because we need them for the league. That's the problem. You know. Castaneas would be a good player. 18 million pounds worth. Yeah, he probably would be. He probably would be good, but we haven't got 18 million quid at this stage of the season. Although you could argue that because we've just beaten Olympiacos, we don't even need a new striker at this point. You know, Bernardino's cropped up. He's got himself a goal again. AK goal 3-0 against Pass. We've got a game in hand that would move us up. Josh Hope. Caribou with a follow. Thank you very kindly for that. Much appreciated. Josh Hope is currently at Palace. We've got a link with Palace as well, so we could potentially get him on a loan if he's not playing. Complete forward, good finish and good first touch, good heading, but kind of lacking everything else. Really, he's not. His work rate's not particularly high. His composure's not great. His decision making's not great. So a little bit worried if he was to come in as the guy. So yeah, maybe we hold off there a little bit. Like the moon, why'd you have such a bucket load of players? Are you loan farming them? No, we're not. No, basically what we did was we lost a lot of players in the summer, so we've had to replace them. And what we haven't done is brought in a whole load of Greek players, homegrown Greek players. So that's where the issue is we haven't really got that. So it's fine. You know, this is our first season. It's our first transfer window properly in charge of the club. Summer transfer, I should say. Sorry. So I'm certainly not concerned at this moment in time. It's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. We're definitely not loan farming. First full season. Well, your second full season, really, because we took we took them on last year. Finished third, so we're obviously pushing on with them this year, making them a European force. So we need a big squad. You're the Chelsea of Greece. No, not at all. Not at all, because we haven't spent £1 billion, and we're also not 12th. But yeah, as you were. Feel free to suggest that we are otherwise. But yeah, not everyone's going to get in the starting lineup because some of them are young players. But yeah, we maybe brought a little bit too many in, got a little bit trigger happy, but we needed a squad. You know, we know all of our players' names, so that means we're not Chelsea, right? And as I say, hopefully we'll finish above mid-table. So there's that as well. And at the minute, I'm still in a job. Unlike, you know, Chelsea managers tend not to see the full season out. So we'll see how we get on. And I've played Champions League football, so again, not Chelsea. Best to have enough stock. It is, but if they're not eligible for playing in Europe, then it sort of doesn't work. I suppose as well what we've got is we've got a European squad and then we've got a domestic squad. And then over the course of the season, that will be moved around for next year. We'll be able to bring in some homegrown players from Greece. We'll have some players from ourselves who'll have had another year in the system. Younger players possibly who might become a bit more settled. So yeah, we can hopefully work towards that. But yeah, we've basically gone with try and create a young, exciting squad for the future. Again, the players that we can look to sell off, move on. It's the way we have to manage. But yeah, we'd like to get a few more Greek players in, but the quality's just not there at the minute. That's the problem. I'm sure you've seen international management. We haven't got stars. We haven't got stars, but it looks like our youth setup's pretty decent. So hopefully we can bring some through. Otherwise, we'll just go to Atramitos and buy their Greek players, or Olympiakos. So Asteras tend to bring some through as well. And I guess the plan the plan wasn't to win the Champions League this year, which is good because it didn't even properly qualify. We got knocked out in the qualifiers. But now we're in the Europa League. We have to try. So if we can keep some players back for the league, then I don't think that's the worst thing, really. It's not ideal to have two squads, especially when you're not the champions. But let's see. So we're on top so far. Not quite on top enough to be leading, so just need to get ourselves a goal. We'll just make a change, bring Samuel on for Bassi. Bassi looking a bit nervous, to be honest. Kvernik's come on for Auk as well, who got injured in the first half at left back. But Gonzalez up top again, still not. He's still not the striker, is he? Mansouri's still not the striker, I don't think. As you can see here, 5 shots, 1 on target. Pane with the corner. I'm seeing Ali gets up. Samuel pulls it back off the post. Bernardino in it. See if we can work the ball in. Briannis is only a 6'6". Maybe swap him deeper for Pane. Put someone else in midfield, possibly. Who else is on the bench? Vice. Pane is playing well. Briannis isn't really playing well. He was brilliant last season, though. I know maybe it takes a little bit of time for players to blend, to get up to speed the following season, but we'll bring Briannis off. Actually, we'll bring Ali off. Because he's tiring as well. Bring Gonzalez off as well. Atramitos. How many times are Atramitos going to do this to us? Right, okay. Bring another. Oh, can't bring another one on. Brilliant. Thought we could make a change and bring another striker on. Can't. Already made too many changes. Damn it. So yeah, beat Olympiakos, fine. Lose to Atramitos. It's the way we do it, innit? In a sense, that's good though. It means that, you know, the season's not predictable. I suppose. Is that positive? Dongo Vice loses the ball. I think we're gonna run out of time. 1-0 defeat. Just not good enough, that is it? That was yeah, that wasn't good. Right, Jandrich wants to leave. Okay, fine. Right, 4 or 5 weeks. For Auk. Urquhart's now complaining. Actually, let me have a look at the guy who scored the goal for Atramitos, because I'm sure we've looked at him before. Schwager, 26-year-old winger, 12 million quid. Yeah, he's decent. He's decent enough, isn't he? You can see we've shortlisted enough players for Atramitos that we know they've got some decent lads there. This guy's very, very good, by the way, but they're not going to sell him. So, okay, fine. Two defeats this season already. Then we'll see. We'll see how we get on. OFI declare interest in Julio, fullback. It looks good, but I mean, I don't think we're after a left back right now. I mean, granted that we have got an injury, but I still think striker's the option, isn't it? Striker's what we need to be putting our attention towards. It is a bit quiet, Dan. It's a bit quiet, but that's fine. We can't make it louder. So let's. You know, everyone can just chill. You know, get the lurks on. Exactly, lurking's good. I'm all for lurking. Evening, Jem Thoughts. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. And this is one of the nice things about this sort of like stream is it's a bit chill. It's a bit, you know. We don't have to all be all singing, all dancing in everyone's faces, but yeah, I can chat for a bit. That's not a problem. See if anyone actually. It's Monday, isn't it? The week exactly. The Arsenal exactly. Like we don't want to be pushing too hard just yet, do we? Let's just kind of like see where we go, and then just, you know, no stress. We've already established that none of us can spell. It makes it hard to type. There is that. That's also a bit of an effluent in the room. It's the joke there being that you can't spell elephant. Emote only chat. Yeah, do it. Yeah, chat only in emotes. That would be pretty good. I'll be interested to see how that plays out. See if I can try and keep up. I bet you I can't. So we're up against Fenerbahce in our first Europa League game. That's a Pokemon in front of a rainbow, possibly. Odej Conrad. Who brought this guy to our attention? Andre Conrad. Because we looked at him, didn't we? Scouts are saying he's fine. Cat having a party. Oh, it is a cat, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, for some reason, when I first looked at it, I was like, is that a... That looks like a Pokemon. Turns out I was wrong. Turns out I was wrong. We're not going to have a full squad for Europe, so... Thomas for Briannis. Here we go then. Up against the Fenerbahce. Let's see what happens. It's not Mourinho's Fenerbahce. This is what European nights are all about, right? Arsenal feel a bit under the weather, out for a couple of hours in torrential rain last night, bucketing water, a couple of neighbours' driveways, preventing their homes from flooded. Mate, the weather's been crap, hasn't it? Properly has. Aaron had a little bit of a water leaking situation as well, so we were like, oh god. At one point we thought the podcast wasn't going to happen, but we delayed it from Saturday, got it done Sunday. So yeah, I was out this morning, of course, like dropping the kids off, doing the school run, hammering it down in my shorts, obviously, because dad vibes in it. But yeah, the weather just feels like it's turned very quickly. Just like, yeah, it's winter now, and you're like, oh, like autumn now, and you're like, oh well, bye summer. It was fun while it lasted. So yeah, OFI in black, of course, in the Europa League. Fenerbahce in yellow and blue. I would make us the I would make the visitors the favourites in this one, but I guess we'll find out as the match progresses. We've won it back. Ali gives it away. Bernardinho. Cardozo, one touch, takes it in the box. Good save. Tomic with the corner. Ali's header, keeper saves it. Is that Mora? Is that the one that we used to play for us? It is the Thai goalkeeper that we had at Larissa. Madluli. One 1-0 for Crete. Sure, it's definitely from the north. It's a great free kick, by the way, isn't it? Look at that, one touch, goes past the defender, then cuts back inside. Keeper's got to do better, but we'll take that. Definitely from the northeast, 100%. Like I'm in shorts all year round. Like it's got to be heavy snow for me to be in jeans, or I've got to be going to like a fancy restaurant or something. Evening, Dill. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope life is treating you well. 18 months on the sub, my friend. Very, 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 very appreciative of that. Thank you so much, my man. Hope life is treating you well. Happy wedding, by the way, for Dill. Since we last saw him, Dill's gone and got himself married. So congratulations to you and to your lovely partner. Hope the day was good. Hope you enjoy married life. Glad to hear you're enjoying the pod as well, my friend. Very, very kind. I think I feel like we're hitting our stride a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're making some good stuff right now. And I think views would suggest views are only half of it. Like, you know, views are only half the are you doing well or not. I think when you see the engagement levels go up and, like, you know, that's when you know that people are sort of interacting with what you do. And yeah, I do feel as though the podcast is doing pretty well at the minute. And like, this is apparently in the dead time of FM24. But yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Struck me when I lived in New York years ago. Sporty men wore shorts well into November. Sporty's not the right word, but English is bad today. That's fine. Yeah. I sort of get what you mean by that. Yeah, like I don't know what the right word is. Like active men or like just general. There is a vibe, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That there is certain people will wear sports gear or not necessarily sports gear, but like just, you know, cargo shorts and that, like. Outdoorsy, active I think is probably the word that we could use at this point. FM is pretty lively for the dead time. Oh, I mean, this is the thing, Dill. Like, you know, people talk about FM being dead. I've not seen it. I saw, but then again, I don't make YouTube for a living, so I don't necessarily know if that's what they mean, and it's not making as much money, but. I think there's still a lot of people who still want to watch it. That is a great goal. Cardozo makes it 2-0. OFI are flying in this match. In Dutch, sportief. Yes, that probably makes sense. Yeah. Mansouri pulls it back. Cardozo hammers it in the top corner. Chris Harrity, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Corner, Cardozo picks it up. Swings it in. Oh, straight at the keeper. Anywhere either side of him, that's 3-0. That should have been 3-0, to be honest. 10,000 views on the pod with Ben and Work the Space. Yeah, and that's only in a couple of days as well. So we're very happy with that. What was Kev's? Lelujo and second yellow card's done pretty well as well, and then Zealand is closing in on 40k. I think we're on about 38k or something. 39k for Zealand, maybe. Oh, Mansouri makes it 3. Had a long break from online, noticed less people streaming FM. Kevin Z, for example, wonder what happened over the last 6 months. Yeah, the big ones haven't been doing it, but anyway, Kev has been streaming, I think. Z maybe not so much. He's obviously doing other bits and bobs as well. Even Livy, how are you, pal? Hope you're good. Ben's been off for about a year and a bit. He's back now. Jack's not really been streaming, I suppose. But yeah, I guess like other people have still been doing it, haven't they? You know, we've just been holding the fort. Will we get any credit for that? Will we, bollocks? But it's fine. We're just doing our own thing, you know? Oh, should have been 4. Offside though. 16,000 for Kevin SYC. 16,000, that's for a podcast is crazy, isn't it? You know what I mean? Still mental that Mourinho is managing in Turkey. I know, but at the same time, it makes complete sense, right? So it's what we're all here for. Mourinho in Turkey is just a match made in heaven. Livy, today's been hell. Discord got hacked and temporarily lost Discord, PSA and Xbox and Twitch. That does sound shit. That sounds horrible. Sorry to hear about that. That's like, do you know what I mean? Like what are hackers playing at? You know what I mean? Like, I understand the point, but also at the same time, what's the point? Just like, do you know what I mean? It's like, grow up, stop doing it. Oh, Cardozo just going close. Evening, Papuko. Everyone's good, thank you. How about yourself? Happy Monday to you. Hope you're well. They need to make me walk barefoot across a field of Lego. Yeah, that's what they do, innit? That's what they do. Awful people. Living the dream. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you living the dream. And if you're not, either get a new dream or work towards living the dream. Okay, so as far as our Europa League campaign goes, this is a great start. What a ball. Oh, Tomic has got to pull that back, hasn't he? Get a new debit card, all 4 accounts have bank details on. Yeah. Oh, how's the keeper saved that? That's the problem now, isn't it? Like, bank details are just attached to everything constantly. And everything you got to sign in all over the place as well. And it's like, yeah, this is the problem. Lovely ball. Cardozo. That's 4. I think we're fine in this match now. Again, that Atramitos match, that Iolipoli match. Little bits of inconsistency. If we could iron them out over the course of the season, that'd be great. But Shernick, good cross. Not away. Ball in. Bernardino heads it wide. Pane for Briannas, maybe? Tomic. Vaselli. Let's bring Gory off for Facunda. Just get a bit more. Get some minutes for some people. Facunda. Ali Vaselli. We know he's a little bit off the pace, but we brought him in as a free because he's Greek. Ali. Good cross. Not away. It's blocked away. 4-0 on our first match is not bad. Do you know what I mean? Almost lost my break. The Kurz Benfica save. The key word there, Livy, is almost. That means that you haven't. That's good. That is good. Can't be losing that. Just a reminder, by the way, if you're on YouTube, feel free to use the chat function. Come and join us. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know who you're managing. Ask any questions on the save, because obviously we've been streaming it over on Twitch since day 1 of FM24. So 19 seasons is a fair bit to catch up on. Samuel makes it 5. It's an absolute rout. Again, keeper's probably got to do a little bit better, but 23 shots, 13 on target. And we've only had 47% of the ball. Absolutely battering them, Zeep, aren't we? I don't really understand. I mean, we beat Olympiakos, we beat Panathinaikos, we're now beating Fener. Not even beating them, we're absolutely hammering them. League and Europa double. It seems like it, doesn't it? But then again, we did lose to Iolipoli and Atramitos. So it's not all good. 6-0. I think we'll take that. That's reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And Mansouri scored as well. That's the other interesting thing. And it's our biggest ever win as well. Do we have a look at the data, shall we? It looks very much like we didn't really have the ball. Muhammad Ali, 118 contributions. Everything went through him, didn't it? And Zhernik, 102. In fact, their setup's not bad. As you say, yeah, we've not been here too long. We're already breaking records. That's pretty good, isn't it? Diallo's out. The stress fracture. 10 weeks. Juninho wants to leave, right? Okay, out you go then, Juninho. I mean, we do still need a striker, but do we still need a striker? Yes, we do. We still do. Let's see if our director of football got any targets yet. Hector Ramos. Geo Jumps, appreciate the follow, pal. Very kind. 5 goals in 23. Escriba, 41 grand. Calaspira, Geo, how are we? Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Hope you're good. Henrik Beck Henderson. They're saying Hagensen. They're saying Hagensen. Do we give him 1 year? Do you know what I mean? Like, we might still need another striker as well. In fact, we do still need another striker because he's going to be injured for most of the season. I know we said no, but I'm just thinking when he plays, he's good. I'm aware he doesn't play very often. I get that. Or Kotraba is the other option. Likes big matches and he's technical, but realistically we could do with a Greek player, but they're few and far between, aren't they? How many goals did he get last year? I mean, let's not look at things like that because he was injured for a lot last year, which is sort of the problem, really, to be honest. Like, had he played, he might have scored more, but he didn't play. He was injured. So that's sort of the reason that everyone is very astutely saying we shouldn't really be signing him because he's usually injured. And I agree with that, and I understand that. And it's probably the right answer. It probably is the right answer. But there is part of me going, but should we just? George in 5 subs gifted. Very, very kind indeed. Badax, DLW, Mahad, Ricky, and Classic K as well. That's okay. Thank you very much, George. Very, very kind indeed. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful human being. Blaster Keaton with a follow as well. Very kind. I think that'll go. Those subs will go towards football shirts. We all know. We all know. Do not let Tony sign Hargensen. If he scores the goal that wins us the Europa League, everyone will be happy, right? But I understand. I understand. Larissa have lost again. Signing Lukaku has been the go-to for Conte. Yeah. And has it worked? Has it worked at some point? How did the Champions League go, says George? We got battered by Benfica. So absolutely battered. And we are now out of the Champions League. It was the qualifier. So we weren't in the Champions League per se anyway. We got absolutely battered. So we're out. And we now focus on the Europa. And we've just beaten Fenerbahce 6-0. So that's not bad. That's not bad. We've done well there. You've put the sign on the door. I understand it. I understand it. I know that it's not a popular decision. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll you know. We'll either sign him and I'll do it to spite you all, or I'll just agree with you and say fine, we don't sign him, and then, you know, that's it. I don't think it's the worst thing if we don't sign him. Evening crew, welcome. How are you, my friend? Appreciate the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope life's treating you all well. Sorry, let me just clear my throat a second. Excuse me. Yeah, welcome. This is Build a Nation Greece. I'm Tony. Hello. 19 seasons in, currently managing OFI in Crete. It's our second club in the save. Sasha Mark with a follow. Appreciate that. Very, very kind. JSP's shouting the raid as well. Hazard is in with the follow as well. Very kind. As is Evitar. Skin is Saz skin. Using the Saz skin this year. So we're big fans of the Saz skin. We also like the Musterman skin as well. Musterman's in the chat tonight. So you also need to drop him a follow as well. So make sure you do that. But my voice sounds nice. Thank you. I do try. I've been working on it. But I do also need to keep it hydrated. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, need to get it nice and smooth, silky smooth. I'll tell you what it is. It's not just a voice for streaming. It's a voice for podcasting. If you're looking for a Football Manager podcast, then I recommend the FM show. Myself, RDF Tactics, Si Maggio, every single Thursday, available wherever you get your podcasts from, or YouTube. Recent episode, Zvernik with a header at the back post. That makes it 1-0. Then, yeah, our recent episode with Dr. Benji and Work the Space came out last week. We had Lelujo and Second Yellow Card the week before. We've had Zealand on. We need to get a crew on, actually. We need to get a crew on if we can do. You can become a voice actor in some action game. Yes, Hazard. Now we're talking. Right. Get your people to talk to my people. Let's make this happen. I'd love to do that, genuinely. Voiceover stuff is one of the things I'd like to do, because I used to do stand-up comedy as well. Like, again, you probably come in, you maybe don't know too much about me, which is understandable. Pre-pandemic, before the old COVID, I was a stand-up comedian. I did a stand-up show about Football Manager, which is you can get access to on YouTube, called Football Manager Ruined My Life. It's 90 minutes worth of stand-up. Just search Tony Jameson, search. If actually don't do it on YouTube, do it here. Just use the link. It's nice and easy, isn't it? Check it out on there. And it was great. I did a tour. It was fantastic. We did tour the UK. Ended up in the Football Manager documentary. I was in a book. TJ, the voice actor for the next COD. Bring it on. I'll do that. Shoot him, soldier. When it's dark, we will deploy. I don't know enough army terminology, but I'm sure they give me a script. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, I reckon I could do that. Or me, like in maybe not in GTA. Maybe do more war crimes. Yeah, do a liberation. Right. The task is simple. Demand more. Do a bomb. TJ to voice straight to. I think I should be the voice of most things now. I pretty much reckon I could. I reckon I could do Farm Simulator. Cardozo. 2-0. I've got my limit on Dory Dan. I know how far I can push it. I know we've got guests, so I know they've got to build up to the level of ridiculousness that we have here. It's still relatively early tonight as well. We've been quite a calm one tonight for a Monday. We're slowly, not quite getting the madness out just yet. Just tickling it here and there. Just be like, should we do a bit of madness? Should we try and keep it relatively sensible? Let's keep it sensible for a little bit. Lawn mowing simulator. I could do that. Power wash simulator is a thing, isn't it? That's a game, I believe. So maybe I'll just do that. Me with a Karcher pressure washer. Get in there. Ooh. You know, give it a bit of. Oh, have you got the K7? I'll talk about the pressure in a K7. Podcast simulator. That's the one I want to be on. You know what? I probably would buy that as well. I know. There was a stand-up comedy night game. I think it was called. I don't think it was very good. Although I've not seen it. I'm aware of it. I've not seen anyone either ever buy it or certainly not play it. So you'll be voicing the power wash machine. Is that TJ? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, he sounds more like a K2 than a K7. Next Saints Row instead of dubstep gunner. TJ going, yeah. I'm in GTA 6 as well. There's a little bit where they've got some bloke from the northeast turns up for no reason. Who or what is a Denise Van Outen? That's me going, well, I'll tell you what it is, right? You never see her and Coolio in the same place, do you? Not after what she did. Again, for all of our guests going, what on earth is he on about? Even people who've been here for years don't quite get it. So, it's absolutely fine. Also, because Coolio's dead. Well, that's part of the thing, Britt. That is part of the thing. This is not easing them in. This is easing them in, Dan. I could have gone far more heavy and have people go, what is he doing? But this... I think what I'm doing is I'm keeping it high level so that they're going, he sounds like he's got an idea. Half an idea. No one's complaining yet. TJ for the station announced a job in Train Simulator. Oh, now we're talking. Barista Simulator. There needs to be a pre-stream fact sheet. I think there needs to be, doesn't there? Like, have you done your homework? That sounds suspiciously close to context. It does a little bit, doesn't it? You know what I mean? A stream glossary of daftness. Well, again, I don't want to give the mods too much work to do. We've already got out of context TJ in the Discord. So, and that's where anybody can clip stuff that makes no sense, which to be fair is most of the stream. Feel free to clip and put things in. But yeah, we've got some daftness in there, to be honest. Some bits that even I've looked at it and I've been like, what on earth have I said there? In context, TJ would be more niche. Oh, no one would use that. Nobody would use it. Clipping TJ is a full-time job. Yeah, pretty much. I do apologise. I really do. But everyone seems to have a nice time, so there's that, right? But yeah, as I say, if you are new, feel free to drop a follow. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. As I say, there's the podcast on the Thursday as well. Patreon, Dan's already put the Patreon out. Discord, we put the Discord link in. Yeah, we're pretty chill. Let us know who you're managing in your save. Let us know what you expect from FM25. Who's getting upset and why. Or if you're not upset, tell me, because I'm sure there must be some people somewhere who aren't upset, and I'd like to meet them, because I sort of feel like I'm one of the only people who isn't upset. I'd like to think I'm not the only person, but maybe I am. Although I found out recently that I upset a lot of people on the last episode of the podcast. People might not get every reference, but it's still fun. See, you know, don't get everything. Don't get all the references. I rarely get the references in real life. That was sexy, over the top. Two things. Has anyone ever had a game postponed on FM? Yes, it happens quite a lot in lower leagues with waterlogged pitches around December. Get that happen all the time. You can also have it for internationals as well. If you've got too many international players in lower leagues, the game can be postponed. And yeah, in terms of the skin, we're using a SAS skin, so get that downloaded. It's brilliant. And or use the Musterman skin as well, which again is fantastic as well. Which again is part of what I was talking about on the podcast this week, by going, maybe just take attributes off. No one needs them all, do they? No one needs them all. George says, I'm reserving judgment until I see some gameplay. That is the sensible answer. A little too sensible, if you ask me, George. A little too sensible. Yeah. If you're the sort of person who's waiting to see the game, then oh my word. I don't know. I feel like it's sort of like there's some sort of, I can't even put into words the logic that's being exuded here. Some people would think that you're a witch. You know what I mean? But because I've tried to say that, I've tried to say wait until you actually see the game, and then everyone's just went, no, I'm angry now. Why? Because I don't know anything, so I'm guessing. And I'm angry on the four screenshots I've seen that give me no context about the game. But I'm angry because it's my right as a human being. What else we got? Not upset. It's 3 weeks and things are removed I've never used is my concern. May not be ready. They're struggling to get them working. Yeah, maybe. I'm not even that fussed about the fact it's delayed. If someone says to me that it's delayed because they're still working on it, good. Like good. Keep working on it. Don't bring a game in that's not working and then be like, oh yeah, and then have everyone go, oh, it doesn't work. Like, yeah. If it doesn't work, don't release it. That to me seems obvious. That to me seems obvious. But again, maybe I'm too idealistic in my views. I don't know. Good point here from Woobert. Not upset. Software development takes a lot of time. People don't understand that well. Honestly, I feel like we've got some sensible people in the chat tonight. This is weird. This is weird. Normally there's people in here who are angry at the fact they might not like the font or the colour of the background. So I feel a little bit. I actually feel like this is a sting operation. Yeah. Is this like? Is it? I know it's not, right? But is this the game version of To Catch a Predator? And you're all just sitting there waiting, like it's like entrapment. You're waiting for me to be like, oh yeah, you know what? I think this is the problem as well. And personally, I reckon that they're making this issue. And then at that point, when I say something, then all of a sudden, like, you know, my doors open up. You know, Miles is stood in there going, TJ, come on, you can't say that. This is just what have we talked about now? And then here I am being dragged out, and my podcast goes, my streaming career goes, my stand-up career goes. And I'm having to sit there going, oh, you know, I only wanted to talk about inverted fullbacks and, you know, and international management, but, you know, now I've been, I don't know, it's all got a little bit out of hand. Is that where we are? Is that? Because I do like the fact that there's some. It feels a bit too sensible tonight, and it's got me on edge. It's got me on edge. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love it. I love the fact we've got sensible people in the chat. TJ will be portrayed by Cy Maggio. I think so. Far too many companies released unfinished, broken games. At least SI have decided to delay it, get rid of as many issues as possible rather than rushing it. Yeah, exactly. Dan, I blame myself for saying it was quiet. You did bring it on. You poked the bear. You poked the bear, didn't you? FC25 looks as broken as ever. What's that? Oh, like what's it called? Like FIFA, the AFC. Yeah, it's all. Like, you're never going to get a perfect video game, though, are you? And I guess it depends upon what people mean by broken as well. But you're never going to get a perfect video game. So you've just got to deal with it, I suppose, really. And there's ways to make the game more difficult, and there's ways to make it enjoyable, and I don't know, but it's interesting. EA is a soulless money grab, looks the same as 24. There's only so much you can do, though, isn't it? Like, there's only so much you can do with football. Like, football hasn't progressed enough for FIFA to progress, and they've lost a lot of their thing, which was the big thing. I think this was the licenses, really, wasn't it, for them? Have they lost them? I don't know if they have or not. But like, their management mode isn't really great. Their career mode's not really great. Online's where they make all their money, and the sort of the off to the side of the bar, ultimate team and stuff. So they're not really that arsed about a decent one-player mode. It's all about spending money online, and I think they're very open about that. Whereas I guess with FM, it's sort of a bit more, you know, try and focus on that career whilst also keeping people who only want to play 3 seasons as Real Madrid and Liverpool and PSG, keep them happy in the same way as someone who wants to play 20 seasons managing the 3rd division of Finland. So, yeah, it's a tough one. Raoul, welcome. Long time, pal. Hope you're good. Nice to have you back in. Find it funny when people compare the career mode in FM and snorting their derision. Yeah, it is. It's difficult and it's different. It's like, yeah, it's like comparing McDonald's and a Michelin star restaurant. You know, but yeah, well, they're both burgers, aren't they? Like, yeah, yes, in a sense. It's like, yeah. Last time you were here, you were acting. Last time you were here, you were single. Now you're nearly married. Nice, nice, Raoul. There we go. Congratulations, my friend. I think last time you were here, I think you were just about college, just about starting college, maybe. But yeah, no, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that things have worked out well for you. I know you went through a bit of a sticky patch, but no, congratulations. Hopefully so is the wedding on the horizon then, is it? Or is it just a case of like you've been with the partner for a while and you feel pretty solid now? Saw Kev earlier watching the games he refused to play. I mean, in what sense? Like, because I know he's... Oh, is Tomic going to get sent off for that? He is. Soft. It's a soft red, isn't it? So with that, sorry, do you mean that Kev's playing games he doesn't want to play, or has always said he would never play? Is that what you mean, or is it like, as in like he doesn't want to physically, as in only manager? Yes, I got you. Now I get you. You've been together for a year and a half, closing on 2 years. Nice. That's good. How's the rest of the pack? Rich and Goodger. Well, Rich is doing well. Rich is still hanging in there. Goodger's still hanging in there. Rich is still running FMT. Goodger completed Samba Steel and now is managing West Ham. So yeah, we're all still about. We're all having a nice time. As I say, yeah, we're still here. We're still doing what we do. Like, you know, we're building Nation Greece at the minute. It's all just fun. We're having moments together. Life is good at our end, so we're happy. Kids are doing well. Mrs. J's doing well. Yeah, life's good. Life is good. And yeah, we actually got some live shows coming up as well. 27th of October in Birmingham and 4th of November we're in Nottingham. And I'm sure, is it FM Live? Or is it live show? Live show? Can't spell show. No. Someone knows how it's done. Z maybe did the thing, or Rougeau did the command. There we go. Just paste it. there's the Nottingham dates. FM show live. That's it. So yeah, as we've done for the last 3 years, come and hang out in Nottingham, have a drink afterwards, talk to us about FM. It's usually a good night. We drink all the hooch in Nottingham. Found a team in the Spanish 3rd Division, Lleida. They've only been 2 times to La Liga in their history. Looks like an awesome team. There's the save then. We've started Don't Bring Dead Cats. Do not bring dead cats. If anybody turns up with Michael Barrymore, you will not be allowed in. Okay? And if you do turn up with Michael Barrymore, I can't refund your ticket, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry. Like, you know you're not supposed to bring Michael Barrymore. Right? You know. I have to see that my hair's still the same as 2 years ago. Yeah, there's a bit more grey in it, but yeah, it's still there. I'm not losing it. I'm not that old. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that. Imagine like tuning in and going, "Oh shit, he's bald." Like, just like he lost it all. Like, oh dear. Also, if you keep Barrymore in a box, make sure there's some air holes. He said air holes. Air holes. Air. A-I-R. Holes. Yeah. If it helps, I haven't noticed your hair. I mean, Dan, this is the thing though. See, you're here all the time, so you don't notice. Like, when you're away for a little bit, and then you come back in, you're just like, oh my god, yeah. That's different, or that's the same. You follow me for 3 years on Twitch, I'm pretty much the same. Yeah. I've not really changed a great deal, to be honest. I've probably got a bit more sarcastic, a bit more tired. I tend to say more things than I'm allowed to these days. I think I've got a bit more comfortable with myself, to be honest, and be like, I'm going to say this now, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just do it anyway. The stuff in Norway just sort of just fizzled out, to be honest, really. It's one of those things. We had the idea and we played around for a little bit, but there's loads of changes in the background of the club, so it didn't really sort of continue as much as we would have wanted, which is a shame, but it was still fun. It's still a fun journey anyway. So who knows, maybe there'll be some more stuff in the future somewhere in some description. So we'll see. You never know. TJ's got irons in fires. Dalkeshki, good cross. Nodded away. Everything has changed. The view count looks bigger. Yeah, we've been good. We've been consistent. You know what I mean? We're doing all right. We just keep adding people in, and we just keep doing what we do. And yeah, it's nice that people pick up on it and people keep tuning back. And I think it's that thing in it. You know, it's just as long as it's good, as long as it's fun, then it gives people an excuse to come and hang out. So yeah. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. I'm proud of the work we've been putting in, but I'm more proud of the fact that of the people who make it. It's the people who make it. It's not just me. Ultimately, I'm here just talking away to myself in a room, but the fact that there's people on the other end, making the Discord active, making the chat active, engaging in comments on YouTube for the podcast. That's the important thing. That's all the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's the bits that I can't do myself. No more challenges on Discord. There's one in the FM show. Actually, no, it's in our challenge in our Discord as well. Actually, it's the Dinamo Zagreb. The Dinamo Zagreb one that Aaron and Second Yellow Card have been using. So basically, it's just try and be better than them in 3 seasons. So yeah, if you have a look under the community challenge, it's in there. There is no prize. Yeah. There's no prize, so don't go silly on it. Don't bankrupt the club. Nothing like that. It's upsetting you can't be Blythe in FM25. It is a little bit upsetting, is a little bit upsetting, but there's a lot of other teams that you can manage, and there's some interesting teams as well to sort of like try out. So it just opens up some more opportunities. That's the way we need to look at it. Yeah. I do remember you bankrupting clubs. That's exactly why I said it. Dorking is an option. Dorking is an option. There's lots of options. I need a database for Bordeaux, don't I? That's what we need. Le Grand André. Esquito. Oh, I'm going to pronounce this one wrong, aren't I? Esquizo Tipo. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Danny Luxford's in on YouTube, by the way. The way you said your hair is your son's learning phonics. My 6-year-old is. I have to learn to speak that all the time. Yes, they definitely are. Yeah, I've got a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. They both learn phonics the same way. So yeah, I had to do it that way. So well done for picking up on that. Very, very smart. Very smart. Hope you're well, love, Danny. Nice to see you. Appreciate you being in on YouTube, by the way. If you're on YouTube, by the way, make sure you've hit a like on the stream and drop a subscribe on the channel. And if you're in Twitch, sorry, and you haven't followed the channel here, feel free to do so. And if you're feeling flush, I think it's cheaper to be to subscribe this month. So September does something. Rouge, you might know the answer. Is there money off in September for subs? I feel like it probably is. Is it my chance to mention Marine? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. No one needs a database for Bordeaux. Well, there is that. There is that. There is that. I think a lot of people would be upset. 25% off money for new subs, not existing subs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So say, for example, there's someone who's not subbed before, and they thought, hey, you know what? I like the cut of this guy's jib. Subscription means you get access to the save files as well. And money off gifted subs as well. There you go. So, yeah, you get access to the to the save files. So every end of season, we post the save file up here, and you can jump on, grab that, and do scouting, all that sort of stuff. So it's interesting. You get something for it, I think. You get something for it, rather than just like, oh yeah, here's a couple of extra emotes. But you get extra emotes as well. Or obviously there's Patreon as well for the podcast, where you get extra content. You definitely get more stuff on Patreon, but yeah, it would be remiss of me to not take my chance to mention it now. I don't want to sell him, so let's not sell him. We're doing transfer deadline day, and I don't necessarily think we're going to bring anybody in, are we? Unless we can get a striker in. And I don't think Urate is going to be the guy. Because what's inevitably going to happen is we'll get a deal agreed, but then it'll be like, oh, he costs too much. Jason Manning for Melbourne. 20 for determination, 15 for flair, 15 for finishing, 15 for bravery. Australian only. That's a potential player. Listed for loan. Okay, Peralta. Looks handy as well. Jon Andres Bakken-Venosh. 5'8", acceleration 8.15, off the ball 14, composure 13, finishing 16. 18 years old. Matches the signing vision. Which iteration of FM have I played the most? You know what? I probably want to say it's like FM10, I guess, because that was the one where I did the show and the Spartans save. So I did a lot of work on that, and that was 50 seasons. So yeah, I think that's probably the most. But again, I mean, you know, things like potentially stuff like 01 or 02 maybe might have been higher, possibly. Like it wouldn't have been with one save; it would have been over a number of saves. So I don't know whether collectively there was more time spent there, because you could just bang through, as CJ is just saying there. You could bang through those saves pretty quickly. So maybe I did a little bit more there. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I see, even then, like, sort of thinking, oh, did I play a lot of the original one? Like, yeah, I did, yeah, but also it took so long to play. I don't know whether I did play as much. Do you know what I mean? Like, Pilafias is still an option. He's not really, is he, though, to be honest? Levy, most played as FM 22 on the Switch. Oh, interesting answer. Very interesting answer. You're my age, 2018. You started late. 18 was good, though. 18's a good one to get started on. I think it depends upon what your first one is, doesn't it? Like, if you get in at a certain level, you sort of go, right, yep, this is my game, this is what it is. And like, I think people who got in 2019-20 with the pandemic, they maybe just started at the back end of the game cycle. So like, did they do enough before then, you know, before then moving on to the next one? Yeah. Commentary at 8 times means you can fly through the games. You absolutely could. You could also as well press spacebar to make it go quicker. Lucas Zapata. Ooh, he looks handy as an 18-year-old, doesn't he? Between 650 grand and 6.6 million pounds. Argentinian. Dubbed the new Higuain. Do we just try and buy this guy just for the sake of it? If he's the new Higuain, then I'm thinking about we go with this just in case. Like, I mean, he might not be Higuain, but still. 10 hours to get this one done. Chapman Italia was my true love. Yes, now you're talking my language, CJ. You maybe don't know, but you do know as well. At the same time, my love for Chapman Italia. The greatest game. The greatest game. Absolute best game. Let's keep Nduli in there. Let's put Ndongo on the bench, actually. Let's change Janino, bring him on at left back. Stelios can go on the bench. Because we're going to need... actually, we're going to need something. Oh, Caracas not going to play because he ruined things, didn't he? Last time he played left back, so not him. Do need a striker. A lot of FMs. I've played lots of hours in other games, mostly strategy. I heard streamers mention there are a lot of FM players who play exclusively. I think for me, it's not that I play FM exclusively per se. Like, I do, but it's not because I love FM that much and therefore I can't possibly play another game. Where I am is I'm playing FM. I'm now playing FM on a gaming PC. Yeah. Historically, I would have played it on my laptop, which meant that I would have had time to have played something else. So I'd play Xbox maybe, or I'd play other games on the laptop, strategy stuff mainly. But whereas now, because I've got to physically go into my office to play on the game, I don't really sit here. When Mrs. J is watching the telly, I don't come in here and play games, because if I do, I might as well stream. Do you know what I mean? So in that sense, I do exclusively play FM because I haven't got we don't really have the Xbox hooked up anymore now. The kids have got the Switch, watching them play like Pokemon and stuff, and a couple of the Mario games, but getting the Switch off them is a bit challenging. I might take up Pokemon, actually. See that might be my new thing. But yeah, I haven't. Like, I love strategy games. They take a lot of time, of course, so that's again something you can't really commit to if you're doing a long game like FM. But I also love sports games. I love getting into like Madden. I love like UFC. And then I like sort of what would have been obviously classed as platform games, but like, you know, your Grand Theft Autos. What a goal! Serbu at the back post. Trainer TJ. I think I might do it. They got me into Pokemon Go, so I've been playing that a little bit. And I don't like games on my mobile, but I play that with them just because something for us to do while we're out and about. You missed the obscure management games you used to get that went under the radar. EuroLeague Manager, Football World Manager, Gianluca Vialli's Football Manager, FIFA Soccer Manager. I think you do miss them, but at the same time you don't, though, because they weren't very good. That's the problem. Like, I miss Sensible Soccer. Sensible World of Soccer I missed. That was a great game. But I don't miss those old management games. Like, I think that people talk about, you know, Ultimate Soccer Manager, like, oh yeah, you could do bungs and you could build the stadium. Great, but the rest of the game was crap. LMA Manager was crap as well. FIFA Soccer Manager, awful. Swass is getting a reboot with the original team. Oh, that sounds very, very good. Very good. Serbu pulls it back. Mansouri makes it 2-1. Does anyone know Ultimate Soccer Manager 2? It came out in the Euro 96. Probably the most played game. Is it? It probably is. As I say, I think that was the one where you could sort of bribe referees and stuff and do transfer bungs into that. But it's also not very good though. Like the actual management side of it wasn't very good. The sort of like the, what's the word I'm looking for? The extra little bits, fine. And don't get me wrong, I like building a stadium. I do. Yeah, the stadium bit was good, but if you're playing it to build a stadium, might as well just play SimCity. This is 2-2 against Nicky Valou, and we're not looking convincing, are we? Janino's not having a great game. Both goals have come down that left-hand side as well. Have we got another left back on the bench? Oh, good ball down the channel, Mansouri. Janino cuts back inside, loses it. Loses it again. What about I tell you what I would play. I'd play Command and Conquer again if that came. That's come back out. Guri! I'd have another go on Command and Conquer. Red alert. Red alert was class. It won it just, wasn't it? Brilliant. What about Tim Curry? Yeah, the text file for naming soldiers in UFO enemy unknown. Oh, okay. Things are taking a turn now, aren't they? I like this. That'll be the voiceover debut, reprising Tim Curry's Command and Conquer role. Oh, it could be, couldn't it? It could be. I'd be very happy about that. I'd be very proud to do that. I think I could pull that one off, I reckon. I like Doom as well. The original Doom was good. Wolfenstein 3D. Like old school PC games I was into. Lemmings and things like that. SWAS reboot is being released on November the 21st. It's called Sociable Soccer. XCOM 2 is still one of the best games ever. I absolutely love it. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've played XCOM 2. Maybe. I'm not sure. Lemmings was great. Lemmings was really, really fun. Theme park was good. As I say, SimCity was brilliant. SimCity was brilliant. Worms was great. Earthworm Jim had its charm. Zool. It's an own goal. That's 4-2. Earthworm Jim was fun, wasn't it? As I say, it just had charm. It was fun. Zool is niche. Like, I've not seen many video games that have Chupa Chups lollies in them, but Zool did it, and it did it fine. It did it absolutely fine. Unreal Tournament, yes! That's a shout. That is a shout. Unreal Tournament is a brilliant one. Better than Quake. Yeah, probably. I think, I'll go with that. I'll absolutely go with that. James Pond. Oh, I feel like we need... You know what? I know that I'm going to just say this silly. I feel like we need a retro games night. Like, when am I going to do this? Like, I haven't got the time to do it, but we could do with a retro games night, couldn't we? Just to play these sorts of things. jump in, have a couple of games, jump back out again. Like Chase HQ or Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Maybe we do it for our like sort of stream anniversary or something. Nothing beats a LAN party with your mates back in the day. That's a free kick, surely. Lotus Turbo Challenge with the worst split screen ever. I think I remember that. I remember Chase HQ as well, and Road Rash on the Mega Drive. What about Driver on the PlayStation? Need for Speed 3. I don't think I played that one. Was that... Well, and I never played the original Grand Theft Autos either. Never played any of that. I went straight to 5. So I've not even played Vice City or San Andreas. GoldenEye on the N64, proxy mines only, yeah, or rocket launchers in the facility. I was also decent, and anyone who was odd job was just cheating. Driver, the hardest license test in the world. Yeah, this is, and you know what? Things like that and Gran Turismo were part of the reason why I say that we should be able to do manager qualifications on FM, but also shouldn't, because it would just turn into this, wouldn't it? It'd be awful. Burnout needs a reboot. I don't think I did. I can visualize the cover of Burnout, but I don't think I played it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did, but I don't think I did. I'm trying to think what else I played that I really, really enjoyed. Second GTA was good. See, I never thought that it looked like it was going to be any good, and that was the problem for me. I couldn't visualize it as being anything good. I guess I was wrong. Linked with Inaki de la Pena. Oh, if he's any relation to Ivan de la Pena, then 100% we want to buy this guy. Tony Hawk, yes. Yes, Tony Hawk. Absolutely. Medieval Total War plays Scotland kick England out of England. I like that. That's pretty good. Railroad Tycoon. Yeah. Oh, tout as the next Yankola. Hello. Yankola and Higuain up top. I think we've got our strike force. Gallipoli want to take Ndongo? No. No. Right, Zapata will take a 3-year deal, apparently. Can we adjust the budget? Yes, we can. Are we going for him? 18 years old. He's got a bit of development, hasn't he? First touch is good. Finishing's good. Composure's good. Decision making's good. Off the ball's good. Teamwork's very, very good. Work rate's good. Lacking in pace. But he's dubbed the next Higuaín, so that's good enough for me. Have we got enough foreign slots available? Don't ask logical questions like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. How many are we allowed? 7? 8? We could get rid of Vinicius. We could do that. Maybe. We could even leave him out. We could even leave him out in a... We can't really, can we? Let's adjust it. In he comes. In he comes. I think it's 8. I think it's 8 as well. David Puente. A B for him. I mean, look, we know he's not going to become the next Higuaín, but we can just pretend, can't we? For now, be happy with it. I actually think he's gone into the youth setup. Yeah. Striker for loan. Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else we can bring in? Pays wages. Young lad wants to start straight away. Cotrabar's out for 3 months now, right? That slows his deal down then. Andre Conrad. Again, he's going to start costing us money. So, right, I think we're probably about where we are. Reluctant to let him move. Well, how's about we say we'll do a mandatory fee of 6 million, yeah. with a mandatory fee of 2.5. Do that. Talking of getting hacked, every time your Windows goes CA look, I fear I'm getting hacked again. Nerve-wracking. Yeah. You need to, like, that'll freak you out. That will freak you out. Of course it will. Like, I don't know what the I don't know how you can settle your nerves. That's the problem. Like, I saw my emails get hacked live once. That was pretty freaky. Well, there you go. See, hopefully the therapist can help. That's the thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right. They're still not wanting anything here, are they? £20,000 a week. I've just realised that we've agreed to loan this Norwegian lad in, but let's cancel that for now. Actually, do it later. We can hear your windows and making noise every once in a while. Or my windows. It should be. I thought I'd turned the sounds down. Even Brazilian Fury, by the way. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Oh, you're off to York for the food festival. Nice. Yeah, we might be. I suppose we should be about. We're right. Uriarte now will sign for 36 grand. Have we got £10 million to complete the deal? That's the question. I don't think the board. It'd be interesting to see if the board back us on this one. I'm guessing not. No, it's not. Oh well, never mind. We didn't quite get that one over the line. But look at this. Let's break this down, okay? 20 players in, 16 players out. So we're net 4 up. We're net 4 up. 21 million quid on 20 players. So £1 million a player? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, sorry. I don't know where I turned that one down. I'm sure. As I say, I thought I had that turned off on my end. I'll have to see where it comes up. Sorry, it's a clipping noise. But I don't know where that comes from. Actual PTSD. Yeah. I'll try and find a way to not frighten you, but yeah. There's still probably about 50 in the squad, probably. Hagenson's gone to Pauk. So let's see what happens there. He's on 15 grand. So that's not very much. But he has got that terrible injury record, hasn't he? You turn the notification sounds off in OBS. Probably, but then I need to work out what channel it's coming through. I think it's coming through Wavelink SFX. I think it's that. But then I don't know whether that's the alerts that like sort of like for follow alerts or like raid alerts or any of that. But I don't even know if you get any noise to that because I don't really hear it in my head. So I don't know whether I've turned that down on another channel because it all then comes through the wavelength, you see. So I've got a system, which again is on my headphones is turned up to full, but I don't hear it. So I maybe need to work out what the system link is. Actually, it says alert, so maybe that is actually Wavelink SFX. So I turn that down. Right, let me try it now. Right, let me know if it works. Right, did you hear it? Is there anything there? Right, there. Did that ping? Someone let me know whether that pinged or not. Silence. Ah, right, okay. That must be it then. That must be it. Okay. Then I think we found it. So if I turn that down in my headphones there as well then. Okay, so we might have fixed that then. 3 years into streaming, I've now worked it out to turn that ping off. We're getting there. We're getting there, team. Every day is a school day. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, international matches. Boo. Jason Manning would be superb. Okay, God, my nose really itchy now. One more step towards TJ being an IT technician. It's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind. Don't press the red button. Oh, okay. It's my Father Dougal moment of like. The thing is, I can't even argue back. I can't be like, oh, you're all like taking the piss and that. Like, you're all right. You're all absolutely right. I used to be quite clued up on stuff. That's the problem. When I was younger, I used to be technical. I used to be into computers and all that stuff. Now it's just all nonsense now, isn't it? You might as well ask me to name bands in the drill scene rather than asking me to explain why that noise has just happened. Oh, I don't know. Dan's banned from pressing buttons in the car. See, they are not just me. It's not just me, is it? Imagine if it was just me that was the problem. Okay, let's see what we can do then internationally. It's time to look at Switzerland versus Greece. It appears that we've got no left winger, so Beckless is going to have to go in. Because this guy that we wanted to look at is going to be injured for a couple of days. Excellent. Semiotis isn't actually playing, is he? Where does he play? Olympiakos. Right, Vinicius likes to get up and about. He's playing midfield. Come on then, let's see what we can do with this ragtag bunch, shall we? Let's go international level. Can we beat Switzerland? Who knows? Who knows? Everything is good. Everything is good. Thank you, Brazilian Fury. Life is well. We're all very, very well. Very excited with things. Lots of stuff happening. Lots of exciting things in the pipeline, which we're hopefully working towards. So, yeah. Can't complain. Can't complain. Hope life's good for you as well too, my man. Good tackle. We've gone back to a fairly standard 4-4-2 to try and stop the rot as well. Wonder if the Greek FA keep us on after this cycle. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't, would we? I think it depends where we end up in this qualification group. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we finish bottom, then we're gone. If we finish third, then maybe they let us have another go. But I mean, we've not really shown anything, have we? That's the problem. We've not shown any improvements. We've not shown like we look like we might qualify. So, yeah, and I don't think the performances have been improving either. So I wouldn't be surprised if they decide that they've had enough, to be honest. I think we're all a bit non-fussed about the international side of things as well, aren't we? We understand why we're here. Oh, someone's down on the... Habasulis is down. No worries, Libby. Take it easy. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Take care of yourself. Get some rest and try and come back in a better shape, yeah. One 0 Switzerland. One of our strikers is injured as well, so I had to take them off. Injured in the build up to that last opportunity, but demand a bit more. Yeah, I think finishing fourth probably not going to be reflected upon too kindly, I don't think. Thing is I just don't think we've got the quality, really. Oh, just over the top. You know, I'm looking at the squad and thinking there's not players that I would buy. Koltzos, yes. That's it, really, in that Greek side. There's no one else in there that I'm going, right, who's who's my main players? Who would I be trying to sign for Crete? And anyone that does look half decent is usually injured. Sakis is... No. Let's bring him off. Let's put Stelios in instead. Safiniakis. Left back's feeling anxious. Disenchanted goalkeeper. It's title of my next album, actually. Disenchanted goalkeeper. I just think this is going to play out, isn't it? What can we do to change it? 6 shots, 1 on target. They've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Corner. Semiotis. Oh, nearly. Can't move Koltos in the midfield yet, can we? Mazzelli off. Let's really try and move stuff around. No, let's not. Let's not. Let's just bring Vasselli off. Oh no. Right. (4-2-4). Is that going to work? Is that going to help? Oh, lost the ball. Oh, win it back, have we? No. I thought we were about to concede there. I was just like, oh, really? Now Vasselli's tired. Not out of the way. Let's make it more direct. Throw in. Right, let's hit the defense and run a defense off as well. Come on, can we get something? 1-0's not dreadful. Like, look, 10 shots, only 1 on target. That's what's dreadful. cross in. It's not connected. Yes. Pentavarnis on his debut. Has he rescued a point? Debut goal. Not straight down the other end. Not straight down the other end, please. Great challenge. Oh, here we go. We're moving the ball. We're moving the ball. Look at this. What's going on here? There's a confidence and a swagger now. Oh! Oh my word. What a goal that is. Honestly. TJ ball in Greece. What a cross this is. That's a great header. Get in. Now we've got a chance. Now we've got a chance of staying in charge. Oh. I thought, although it looked like we were about to lose it, do I have to go defensive? I think we need to lock up now, don't we? Unbelievable, right? We move up to third. We're a point behind Belarus. It's probably not going to be enough to qualify, given the fact that there's teams in the group below us are on like 13 points in second place. Yes. We've won a game at international level. That's what we're talking about. How many what do we do? Do we hold a team meeting? Do we say well done? Right, let's just jump out of here. We're not doing that. Right, we might not qualify. We might get the hooch out. Get the hooch out. That's a brilliant result. The problem is I don't think we can go. Can we go 4-2-4 at the start for our next international match? When is it? It's against Estonia. Get the hooch out of the words of Gal fired into trouble. Oh man, I know. That's all like properly like, ugh, isn't it? 4th of October, Estonia, then Italy. Like, we're not playing both those matches. We'll play the Estonia one. Then it's World Cup qualifier against Italy. Then it's Larissa. Play the same, innit? Really? It's always the ones you least expect. Yeah, but at the same time, also the ones you most medium suspect. There they are, hiding in plain sight, doing their thing. Oh, look at that. The MJ statue wasn't a clue at all. Or the bit with Ali G when they had him doing Mr. Lover Lover. Let's start with the same side that started. We'll end ever so slightly differently. That's what she said. Actually, let's make a couple of changes. Let's switch things up a little bit. Right, come on. Two results on the bounce. That's what we need, isn't it? Can we get something against Estonia? Can we? Do we go more direct as well? Let's do that actually. Let's go direct already. Whip those crosses in. Let's not bother with passing. Passing's just going to slow us down, isn't it? Yeah. There's Pentavanis. Inside for Vaselli. Brought down. Penalty. Come on, ref. Point to the spot. Point to the spot. Get in. Tory Tom's playing for Everton. There's another debutant. Yanis. Penalty straight into the top corner. Great finish. There's Tory Tom, see? This moves us up to second. Oh, he's injured already. This lad. What's wrong with him? Lower leg injury. Please don't tell me he's broken his leg after scoring a penalty in the first 10 minutes and then breaking his leg after 15. Like, oh dear. Oh dear. That would be the TJ way of doing it, wouldn't it? Finishes. Runs through to Samiotis. Cross. Cleared as far as Vaselli. Stelios. Vaselli picks it up. Back inside as Manaloy. Good ball through. It would be the TJ way. It's 100% the TJ way. There's no other way that this works, is it? I'm just keeping my head down. Keeping my head down at this point. 1-0 up. Yeah, crossed it in. Oh, oh, get in. That's another first. Karen Tathis gets his first header. His first goal for Greece. In off the underside of the bar. What's gone on? What's happened? Why are they taking international football out of FM? Why? We've turned the tide. I mean, let's be honest. This is not going to happen against Italy, right? This is not happening against Italy. But whatever we've put in our Weetabix, right? This has to stay. This secret sauce, whatever we've got. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Well done there, Estonia. Yeah, but they beat us before, though. They beat us before. This is the problem. We've put ourselves in this sort of position where we're now celebrating the fact that we're beating Estonia. Like, we're Scotland. We've made ourselves Scotland. Like, we didn't win an international game for 8 games, I think it was, or something. So, yeah, it was getting pretty poor. The Belarus keep beating us. Zeke with the ice water on the fire. Yeah, just like, who's having... Sorry, did you all appear to be having a nice time? Shall I just stop that? Tempering expectations. I like it. I like it. Don't want anybody getting carried away around here, do we? You don't want everyone to get sad. Okay, yeah. But it might still happen. It might. It probably will. Deflected over the top. Vassili's ran himself into the ground. He's done great. Have we got anyone who can come off and replace him? No, not really. Not doing the same sort of job. A good tackle. I think he's offside. We're not celebrating it just yet. It is offside. Pentavarnis trying to get his second goal in as many games. All the players upset. I've not even said anything to them. There's nothing to say at this point. Right, let's everyone's complacent now. That's good. That's the best time in it. Make sure that they're all complacent. Anybody new we can bring on? Let's bring on some new players. Tagulis. Papasulis for Filias. Yeah. Right, there we go. 15 minutes left. Theoretically, we should still be in a good spot for this. Theoretically. Yeah, Croatia and the Netherlands have got 16 and 13 points. Spain have got 12. We've got 9. So maybe we're not in the top 2 qualifiers, are we? Because the top 1 seems to go through by the looks of it. But yeah, we're not the best of the rest. Unless we somehow beat Italy. Which, again, sort of would be the TJ way to do it. Oof. That'll do. That'll do. 2-1 against Switzerland, 3-0 against Estonia. Moves us up to second. That puts us in contention. Greece and Italy will each be looking for a positive result and take control of a group that's still wide open. Not massively wide open, because I think Italy is still leading the way, and with enough distance between everybody. Italy and Belarus, the final fixtures. Oops. Yeah, we're not, well, we're ahead of Finland. We're not even ahead of Scotland. But, you know what? Let's look at it. There's some positives there. Actually, sorry, no, we drew with Estonia last time. Sorry, we drew. We drew with Switzerland last time. We lost 2-0 to Italy. We drew with Belarus. We've now beaten Switzerland, beaten Estonia. Last year, we lost to Denmark, lost to Belgium, lost to Denmark, lost to England, drew with England, lost to Peru in a friendly. We didn't manage that one. Before, lost to France, Israel, France. We beat Wales twice, beat Cyprus twice, Georgia. So, yeah, there's definitely been a couple of improvements. Absolutely, there has. Let's get another player in as a replacement. Let's have a look at Samiotis, shall we? Right, cool. I think at that moment in time, let's leave it. We don't need to play Italy just yet. We don't need Italy just yet, right? We can do this. We do Italy another day. So yes, let's consider what happens next. Right, raid time. I think it's time to undo that. So let's go and see the end of the FMT network save, shall we? Let's go and do that. Go and say hello to them. Appreciate you all, as always. It's been fun. It's been sensible at parts, and that's been weird. But yeah, remember, go and have some fun. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you all on Wednesday. All the best, everyone. Bye now.
You got this, baby.
I got you, Ship.